Hello everyone. Okay, my name is Shantae and this is a presentation of the Diabetic app. We have your attention. You're at the restaurant, type 1 diabetic, and you want to order, but you don't know the carbs. The Diabetic app is just something once you know your numbers, you know the nutritional facts for wherever you are eating, it puts it all together and it helps you understand and know how many units you're going to need to units of insulin you're going to need to eat. So understand what a type 1 diabetic is. A type 1 diabetic is someone who's totally dependent on insulin. Difference with a type 2, they can take a pill and it may help their pancreas move some. And people get the two confused, and a lot of people don't understand it. There's a difference between a type 1 and a type 2. I am a father of a type 1 diabetic. And so you understand a type 1 diabetic, which we call T1D, comes from a disease where the pancreas is being destroyed and attacked by the immune system, something that we all have in our body to help fight colds and fight other things, but it gets confused. And for some reason, it attacks the pancreas and it doesn't work the way that it should for the type 1 to use it. So they have to have insulin. Again, people always think, well, they're diabetic, well, they're overweight, or they didn't eat right. No, type 1s can happen as children, and it can even happen as an adult. It doesn't have to be genetic. It can be, but it also could just happen. So understand that. It's different, and it's something that happens that they have no control of when they become a type 1 diabetic. So there's a lot that goes with that. You have to understand when they go to a restaurant to eat, most restaurants only have the carb count, no, the calories on the menu. And with those calories, a diabetic needs to know the carbs, because when they put carbs in their body, it turns to sugar, and then that raises their glucose, or if they don't have enough, it can go low. So then they got to figure out what they're going to do. So when they're sitting there at the table, they want to know, well, how much is for this hamburger? How much for these fries? What am I doing here? And right now you see a carb ratio here of 12 carbs. So every 12 carbs, they get 1 unit. And then whatever their reading is between 150 and maybe 500, they get these amounts of units. So they got to be able to put all that together. And then their target range for most diabetics is between 80 and 120. And, it ranges like 140 or so, like that. But mainly want to try and keep them between 80 and 120. So let's work this out. Went to IHOP. We're going to go ahead and get the kid. She wants a cheeseburger. She wants some fries. And she wants a strawberry lemonade. So we have her carb ratio here. And now we're going to work this with 41 carbs for the cheeseburger, 39 for the fries, and 45 for the lemonade. And now we got to do all of that. So now we got to go. And now remember, in restaurants, they don't have all of this just sitting there. You got to go on your computer, look it up to figure it out, or on your phone. So we're going to go ahead and just calculate it out real quick. So we're going to do 41 for the burger. What do we say? 39 for the fries and 45 for the lemonade, which is going to total 125. And let's say her reading is a little higher today. She's at 220. So we have 125 carbs, and we see her ratio here is for every 12 carbs is 1 unit. So that means we've got to figure that out. And so we're going to divide that by 12. So we're going to divide the 125 by 12, which is going to come out to 10.4. So depending on who the kid is, you'll round it up or round it down to the so 11. And now she's at the 250, so that means we're also going to have to plus the extra 2 units in there. So now she's at 12.4, so now we know she's going to need at least 12 to 12.5 units of insulin. So the reason why this is important, more and more people are being diagnosed as type 1s. And as you see the numbers here, in 2020 it came out at 1.6 million compared to 2017 at 1.2, which was a 30% increase. So we need to find a way. So they already have a life of adding and figuring this out, and people just really don't understand type 1 diabetics. That's why it's not as easy to go inside a restaurant and you'll see the calories on the menu, but not the carbs. And they need the carbs. So what this app would do is have their number inside where they want to be at like 100. They're going to know the ratio. It's going to know 12 for every 12 carbs, 1 unit. It's also going to know once you go to the restaurant, you just push the cheeseburger. It automatically puts that number in there. You push the fries, it automatically puts that number in there. And then you push the lemonade, it automatically puts that number there. Then it adds all that together. It adds her ratio for where her number is at 220, so she needs 2 units. And then it lets them know right off the bat. You don't have to go online, you don't have to do anything except for go on your app, like you have the menu right in front of you, and press the food items you're going to eat at the specific restaurant that you're at. So it totals it up and gives the units that they need. Now, the way I see this is, I see it more as a free app, but get advertisement, and who would probably pay to have their products on there. If it's just different restaurants or different things who know that they're going to target type 1s and other people. And we can also make it where it's just as easy as counting calories for people who want to watch how many calories they're taking in, but this is specifically made for type 1s. So I see more advertisement if it's going to be anything to pay for, or if there's like an advanced part of the app where you have both. Maybe you may pay $1 or so to access the app on the Apples or Android systems. I'm really not at this or in this to profit, more say. It's more something that I would love to give to the type 1 diabetic community by building this app. And that will be the main focus. So, I mean, if I had to make it a business, I guess I would go after advertisers, because I'm really not in that to charge diabetics to have something simple that should be available anyway, right at their fingertips. So that's pretty much what my app is about. And they're my references, and thank you so much.